In a small apartment on the outskirts of Kyoto, there is a woman named Eriko. Eriko is 67 years old. She runs a small community kitchen, cooks 3 meals a day from scratch, and somehow, and this is the part that doesn't make sense until you see it, her kitchen is always clean, not just finished clean like it resets itself. She preps, cooks, cleans, and has dinner on the table before most people have figured out what to defrost. And she has never, in 40 years, felt rushed in her own kitchen. Now let's be honest about what most of us are doing. You come home, open the fridge, stare into it like it owes you an answer. You pull out ingredients, leave half of them on the counter, dirty 3 things you didn't need to dirty. Cooking takes 45 minutes. Cleaning takes another 25. And somehow, and you know this feeling, you spent more time managing the kitchen than actually enjoying the meal. The average home cook in America spends over 10 hours a week just on kitchen tasks. Prep, cooking, cleanup, putting things away, pulling them back out. 10 hours. That's 520 hours a year. Nearly 22 full days. Eriko spends half that. And the difference isn't that she's faster, it's not that she works harder, it's that her kitchen is built on methods most of us have never been taught. What if the gap between you and Eriko has nothing to do with skill and everything to do with system? What if you could walk into your kitchen tomorrow, cook a full meal, and finish with the kitchen looking exactly like it did before you started? Not because you did a massive cleanup at the end, but because the method itself prevents the mess? That's what we're going to build today. These aren't cooking tips. These are 7 Japanese kitchen methods, real, named, teachable systems that reorganize the way you move through the kitchen. Every single one comes from how Japanese home cooks actually work. And by the end of this video, you'll have a complete system you can install tonight. Before the methods, you need to understand one idea that changes everything. It's called Misen-Boushi, literally prevention of waste before it occurs. Most Western kitchen advice is about cleaning up faster. Better sponges, better habits. Clean as you go. But Misen-Boushi says don't create waste in the first place, don't dirty a second bowl, don't make a spill, don't move something twice. The method is designed so the mess never happens. There's a second concept that runs through every Japanese kitchen, Icchi Kanketsu, start and finish in one motion. Every task has a clear beginning and a clear end. You don't leave chopping to start the rice, you finish chopping, you clean the board, you move on. No half-done tasks piling up behind you. And the third, Nagara, the art of doing 2 things in parallel without doing either one poorly. It's not multitasking. Multitasking is checking your phone while onions burn. Nagara is putting the water on to boil, then chopping vegetables in the time it takes to reach temperature. It's stacking tasks so they flow into each other. Research backs this up. A 2021 study from the University of Tokyo's Faculty of Home Economics found that kitchens organized by task flow, not by category, reduced meal preparation time by an average of 31%. Not because people cooked faster, because they stopped walking around looking for things they had just put away. These 3 concepts, Misen-Boushi, Icchi Kanketsu, and Nagara, are the invisible architecture behind everything Japanese home cooks do. The 7 methods that follow are how you build that architecture in your own kitchen. Method 1, the Shikiri zone system. Shikiri means to divide. And the single biggest time waster in most kitchens is walking. Fridge to counter, counter to sink, sink to stove, back to the fridge. You're not cooking, you're commuting. The Shikiri system divides the kitchen into 3 zones, the wash zone, the prep zone, and the cook zone. Each zone contains everything you need for its function. Nothing crosses zones without a reason. Your knife lives in the prep zone, it never goes to the sink, it never sits by the stove. The setup. Stand in your kitchen and identify your 3 natural zones. Move every tool and ingredient to its zone. If you prep vegetables near the sink, your colander, cutting board, and peeler all live within arm's reach of that spot. It should feel almost too obvious. That's the point. Method 2. Misen-Boushi. Prep sequencing. This is Misen-Boushi in action, and it changes how you approach every single recipe. Most people follow a recipe in the order it's written. Read step 1, do step 1. Read step 2, do step 2. But recipe order is reading order, not efficiency order. A Japanese home cook reads the entire recipe once, then reorganizes it. What needs heat first? What creates the most mess? What can happen while other things cook? The method: before you touch a single ingredient, scan the recipe, pull out every tool you'll need. Arrange ingredients in the order you'll use them, left to right. Then start with the task that takes longest, boiling water, preheating the oven, and stack shorter tasks into that waiting time. This alone cuts 15 to 20 minutes off an average dinner prep. Method 3. The Nagara. Cooking stack Nagara is the method that turns kitchen dead time into productive time. Most cooking has built-in waiting periods. Water boiling, onions softening, meat resting. Most people spend that time standing there scrolling their phone, or worse, starting something new and forgetting the thing that's already on the heat. The Nagara stack is a simple mental model. Every waiting period has a partner task. Water's coming to a boil, that's your vegetable prep window. Soup's simmering for 20 minutes. That's when you clean your prep zone and set the table. Rice cooker is running, sauces and garnishes. The key is deciding the pairings before you start. Write them down if you need to. While water boils, chop vegetables. While soup simmers, clean prep zone. After a week, your brain starts doing this automatically. Method 4, the Icchi Kanketsu cleanup. Rule: Icchi Kanketsu means start and finish in one motion, and it's the reason Japanese kitchens never pile up with dirty dishes. The rule is brutally simple. Nothing leaves your hands until it's complete. You chop vegetables, you wipe the board, you season the meat, you wash the bowl, you finish the rice, you soak the pot. Not later, not after dinner. Right then. The task isn't done until the tool is clean and back in its zone. This sounds like it would slow you down, but it does the opposite. A 30-second wipe now eliminates a 10-minute pile of crusted dishes later, and psychologically you never hit that moment of walking into the kitchen after dinner and feeling defeated by the mess. The mess never accumulated. Method 5, the Mottainai storage method. Mottainai is the Japanese concept of not wasting, but it goes deeper than don't throw things away. It's about respecting resources enough to use them completely. In the kitchen, this translates to a specific storage system. Everything visible, nothing hidden. Japanese kitchens use clear containers, open shelving, and shallow drawers. If you can't see it, you won't use it, and if you don't use it, it wastes space, money, and eventually food. The setup: transfer dry goods to clear jars. Store leftovers in glass containers at eye level in the fridge, never in opaque containers shoved to the back. Use drawer inserts so every utensil has a single visible home. The goal is that you can stand in one spot and visually inventory your entire kitchen in under 10 seconds. Research from Cornell University's Food and Brand Lab found that people with visible food storage waste 27% less produce than those using opaque containers and deep drawers. Seeing is remembering. Method 6, the Kiyomeru end of session. Ritual Kiyomeru means to purify or to cleanse, and in Japanese kitchens, the cooking session doesn't end when the food hits the table. It ends when the kitchen is reset. This isn't a full deep clean. It's a 5-minute ritual. Wipe every surface, run a cloth over the stove, empty the drying rack, take out the trash and compost, sweep or quickly vacuum the floor. The kitchen returns to its baseline state. 2 things happen when you do this. First, your next cooking session starts in a clean kitchen. No crusted pans waiting in the sink, no mystery spills on the stove. Second, there's a psychological closure. The kitchen is done. You can eat and relax without the hovering sense that a mess is waiting for you. The task is complete. Icchi Kanketsu at the session level. Method 7, the Asa no Junbi morning prep. Asa no Junbi means morning preparation, and it happens the night before, not in the morning. This is the method that saves you more time than any other, because it prevents decision fatigue before you've even had coffee. The method: every evening, spend 5 minutes setting up tomorrow's kitchen. Fill the kettle or water pot, pull out breakfast dishes, set the rice cooker on a timer if you have one. If you're packing lunch, lay out containers now. The goal is that your first 30 minutes in the kitchen tomorrow require exactly 0 decisions. This sounds small, but 5 minutes of nighttime prep saves 20 plus minutes of morning fumbling. Over a week, that's nearly 2 hours. And you start your day not with chaos, but with a kitchen that's already ready for you. So let's go back to Eriko in Kyoto. She's not doing anything you can't do. She has the same 24 hours, the same number of hands, the same basic tools. What she has that most of us don't is a system. 7 methods that compound into something that looks effortless from the outside. When she walks into her kitchen, she's not deciding where things go. The Shikiri zone's already decided that. She's not washing a pan from yesterday. Kiyomeru took care of it. She's not hunting for the soy sauce. Mottainai storage put it at eye level in clear glass exactly where she left it. Every method removes a decision or a cleanup step. That's why she moves fast without looking rushed. The 10 hours you're spending on kitchen tasks every week, that's not a cooking problem, that's a system problem, and systems can be rebuilt. You don't need to implement all 7 methods tonight. Start with 2, Misen-Boushi prep sequencing and the Icchi Kanketsu cleanup rule. Those 2 alone will change how your kitchen feels within 3 days. If this video helped you, tap like so that YouTube knows to share it with others who need to see it. And subscribe if you want more Japanese methods that actually work. Not just lists, but systems you can install. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.